Welcome to Cinema Showdown. Prepare to enter the dark and glamorous world of 1960s London, where identical twins Reggie and Ronnie Kray reign over the criminal underworld in the British crime thriller legend. Reggie, the charming and ambitious gangster, seeks to build an empire, while Ronnie, the unpredictable and mentally unstable twin, wreaks havoc with his violent impulses. Their bond as brothers is tested as they navigate a world of violence, power, and betrayal. The film opens with Reggie Kray, a charismatic gangster, entering a pub in London's East End, where he spots the beautiful Frances Shay. He's smitten and quickly wins her over, taking her to his glamorous nightclub. Frances sees a good man trying to escape a bad life, but his connection to his twin brother, Ronnie, threatens their romance. Ronnie, recently released from a mental hospital where he was treated for schizophrenia, is volatile and embraces violence. Reggie's loyalty to his brother is unwavering, but Ronnie's erratic behavior threatens both their criminal empire and Reggie's hopes for a future with Frances. Reggie and Ronnie's rise to power is swift and brutal. They eliminate rivals, expand their territory, and command the fear and begrudging respect of the East End. Their nightclub becomes a hub for celebrities and underworld figures, and their influence reaches even into the political sphere. They become involved in money laundering schemes with the American mafia, further solidifying their power and wealth. Reggie's arrest for assault serves as a turning point. He promises Frances that upon his release, he will change his life and commit to their future together. However, while Reggie is in prison, Ronnie wreaks havoc, further jeopardizing their empire. Reggie's release from prison brings hope for a fresh start with Frances, who believes he is ready to leave his criminal life behind. He proposes, and despite her mother's disapproval, Frances accepts, believing in Reggie's promise of change. However, the Kray empire has suffered during Reggie's absence. Ronnie, unchecked and unstable, has driven away clients and created chaos. The nightclub is deserted, and their financial advisor, Leslie, struggles to contain Ronnie's destructive impulses. Ronnie's behavior becomes increasingly erratic. He publicly insults associates, disrupts meetings, and even threatens Frances, causing a rift between the twins. Their bond is tested as Reggie struggles to manage his brother's violent outbursts while trying to build a life with Frances. Despite Reggie's efforts to go straight, Ronnie's volatile actions repeatedly draw him back into the criminal underworld. Ronald's erratic behavior leads to a violent confrontation with their financial advisor, Leslie. Reggie's attempts at a normal life are constantly undermined by the consequences of Ronnie's actions and his violent nature. Reggie is forced to use intimidation and violence to protect their interests, even resorting to assaulting a club owner and silencing witnesses. Frances, increasingly disillusioned with Reggie's inability to escape his past, sinks into depression and despair. Reggie's world crumbles around him as Frances overdoses, unable to bear the weight of his violent world. Grief-stricken and consumed by guilt, he lashes out, sad because of losing the meaning of life. During that time, Ronnie attacked Leslie, his trusted advisor of Reggie. Leslie, fearing for his life, turns to the police, providing evidence of the Krays' crimes. The attempt on Leslie's life fails, and he provides the police with crucial evidence against the Krays, including details of their money laundering operation with the American mafia. With their criminal empire on the verge of collapse, Reggie faces a stark choice: protect his brother or face the consequences of their actions. He chooses the former, a decision that ultimately seals his fate. In a heartbreaking scene, Reggie confronts the hired thug, ultimately killing him. He whispers to Ronnie, "I can't kill you, even though I want to," acknowledging the depth of his love and despair. This act of violence is Reggie's final surrender to the darkness, accepting that their path leads only to destruction. As the police close in, Reggie is arrested and finally brought to justice for his crimes. He receives a 33-year prison sentence, contrasting his former life of power and luxury. The film ends with Reggie alone, reflecting on the tragic consequences of their ambition and the destructive force of his brother's mental illness. The final part of Legend tells a somber story of regret and retribution. It highlights the inevitable downfall of the Kray twins and emphasizes the destructive nature of their criminal activities, as well as the irreversible damage caused by their actions. The film concludes with a cautionary message, portraying the harsh realities of a life of crime and the enduring strength of familial bonds.